a polygon?
It has 6.
Haha, it can have 6. It has to have at least how many?
4,
No?
5, 10.
3. It can have 3. A triangle is actually a polygon. It can't have 2, right? That's a line. Okay? All of these are polygons. We are not going to get into, definitely not going to get into pentagons or anything. Today we're just going to look at triangle, for example. And I like this one because it's actually something we've already done. Okay, we're just putting in proof form. It's actually pretty easy. So let's take a look. Yeah, so we have two triangles here. We don't know if they're right triangles yet. We will figure that out with what we're given. This bottom small one, we can call it AED. All right, or you can call it ADE. The top triangle, ABC. That one's simple. So they pretty much just cross here at this point A. So let's read what we're given here. We're given that angle ABC and angle DAE are right angles. Well, let's just first talk about ABC. What symbol can you use to show that ABC is right?
A little one.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I'm sure it has a name. It's just the right angle symbol, right? So go ahead and notate that. Backwards L. Good, I like that. Next, we have DAE is also a right angle, so we're going to notate that as well. Oh, it should be, sorry, it should be DEA. DAE is not the right one. Okay. All right, so DEA is the right angle. I had to fix that. Okay, so what was your question?
What's that thing?
This?
No.
R?
No.
And?
Yeah.
It's just an and.
I was confused.
Yeah, that means and, just so you know. So they're both right angles, and there's one more thing we're given. BA equals AE. How can you notate that two sides are equal? What would you use? No, on the actual diagram. What would you put here and there? Yeah, it's called a tick mark. Okay. I have to be honest, when I first looked at this, I was trying to do the Pythagorean theorem and stuff, and then I finally realized this is way easier than that. Okay? We need to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle AED. We need to prove that these two triangles are the same triangle. This is going back to when we did, we did side, 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 angle, all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind when we're doing this proof. So what do you guys think? Which one of those can we use? Here's the thing. We're only given angle and side, so we need one more thing. Can you look at these two triangles and tell one more thing that we can be sure of they're equal? BAC and what? Okay, this angle is equal to what? What other angle? DAE. How do you know that? Yep, it starts with a V. Vertical. Good. Okay, sometimes you just have to look at these. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, now of course we have to write a proof out. All right, but what congruence do we have now? What 3 letters would we use? It's not side, side, side. It's going to be angle, side. Yes, angle, side, angle. Okay, angle, side, angle. So we'll be using angle, side, angle. We know that proves that two triangles are equal if corresponding angle, side, angle is equal. Okay, so the first part of our proof is going to be writing out what is given. So we need to just write these two things out. ABC and DEA are right angles. Okay, and the reason for that? Given, yes. Okay. Next step. I'll go back to that in a second. Write out what you need to prove. Okay, so at the bottom of this somewhere, I think we might need more space than we think. That's okay. Be safe here. We need to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to, which one was it? DEA. Yeah, just want to make sure the order is right. Okay. All right, what's the next step? Write out your thought process. Okay, what would you say for this? How can we prove this?
All the steps the same.
Yeah. What would you say for your thought process? What would you write?
Um,
Exactly. Just make sure you include angle, side angle in whatever you say. The triangles have congruent angle and angle. This proves they are congruent triangles. Okay? That's what I would say. That way, as I'm filling in my proof, I can just kind of go back to these words and just convert them. Okay. So that leads us to the last step, which is just to fill in the table. Okay? So what do you think the next line is going to be? What is it? If they're right angles, what does that mean they're equal to? 90, yes. So angle ABC equals 90 degrees. And we'll just put it in one line, equals angle DEA, right? You can write it like that as one line. Okay, what's the reason for that? In letter D. Definition of right angles. Okay. Now here's a property we haven't really talked about much in this class. We've talked about it more in algebra and stuff. How can we then know that angle ABC is going to be the same as angle DEA? You may know what property that is. I'll give you a hint. 90 degrees is kind of like the in-between. Since they're both equal to 90, and they equal each other. Might have been a while since you studied this property. It starts with the letter T.
transaction.
Close. I think I heard somebody else say it. Transitive. Yes. Yes, the answer is triceratop. Thank you. Transitive property. The next part of the proof is, and I didn't write out everything we were given at the first part of the proof. I should have, but it doesn't matter. The order doesn't matter. We need to prove angle, side, angle, okay? We just proved two angles. Now we have to prove two sides. Well, fortunately, they gave that to us. BA is congruent to AE. Okay, so I'm just going to write that. That was given. And actually, yeah, you don't have to put given at the beginning because we just proved the two angles. Now we're proving two pair of sides. Now we just have to prove the third pair of angles, which we said was congruent because they're vertical, right? So that's going to be pretty much the last part of our proof. DAE equals CAB. And what's the reason for that? Somebody tell me. Why are they equal? Vertical. Okay. It's proven now. Why? Because we proved, first of all, we proved it had two angles that were equal. Then from what was given, two sides were equal. And then finally, two other angles were equal. We just need to put the reason in our proof and we'll be done. What is the reason? All right, talk about it. Yeah, but you got to put a reason. Okay, I'm just going to write angle, side, angle. You can write angle, side, angle congruence if you want, I guess. All right, any questions on that? Like I said, we just need to practice these more.
There's still these.
There are several steps. Yep, that's why you want to leave a gap there for your proof.
This is still easy.